All right, for the graduate student application process, it's a bit similar to the undergraduate, but with some differences. The online application or the paper forms, pretty much still the same process. If you're applying online, you do that, you pay your application fee and the exams. Just like the undergraduate, your quantitative or maths skill and your verbal skills are tested too. And then your English proficiency is also tested. Now, the two exams that most graduate programs asks for or accept are the GMAT, Graduate Management Admission Test, or the GRE, Graduate Record Examinations. For the GMAT is usually asked by programs in management, finance, social sciences, just about anything that has to do with finance. They ask for GMAT. It will be stated in the department's page if GMAT is needed. While for GRE is merely a general assessment test or exam for most graduate programs, especially in the sciences, the STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. GRE is what is being asked for or required. The points needed will be stated clearly so that you try and get that point in the exam or above it. The higher, the better your chances of gaining admission and qualifying for financial assistance. Both exams are valid for 5 years, which means you can use them during the 5-year period you wrote the exam. The same English proficiency test or exam, IELTS and TOEFL, is required. So IELTS is valid for 3 years, while TOEFL is valid for 2 years. So you make your choice and decide the one you are interested in. For the documents, now documents for graduate students, there are differences in the sense that your transcripts, you get it from the exams and records of your former institution in your undergraduate, if you're doing your master's, or your graduate program if you are going for a PhD. You send it across. Usually you have to write cover letters and a resume. Most of these cover letters and resumes are actually requested for by your intending lecturer or professor you want to work under. And it is usually good you learn how to write very compelling cover letters and resumes. Always bear in mind, you are not the only person or prospective graduate student that wants to work with this particular professor. Know what his research interests are and know how to present yourself as best as you can. Financial statements. Good, you present a financial statement showing that you can cover your finances in case you don't get financial aid. The good thing about graduate school is if your application is well packaged, let me use the word packaged. If your documents are on point and you present the documents required and you can convince a professor of your intention to work under him or her, there is a very high chance of you getting some form of research assistantship or teaching assistantship. Your chances are higher of you getting financial aid as a graduate student, particularly those in the sciences. That is a trend. You can get for others too, but there's a high chance of you getting financial aid in the sciences. Deadlines. Always make sure you meet up with deadlines. Very important. If you meet up with your deadline, especially as an international student, it helps in deciding your fate as a prospective student of that institution. Always meet up with your deadline. Very important.